Imagine your smartest search engine, right? But instead of just giving you an answer, it actually executed a complex multi-step plan all by itself.
Mm-hmm.
What if it could log into your email, find a specific document link, analyze it, and then pop a summary into your Notion
Yeah.
while you were sleeping?
Well, that shift is basically we're moving past just, passive chatbots. We're entering the era of the proactive digital workforce.
Okay.
And our focus today is Perplexity Comet. It's this autonomous AI agent system designed specifically for those sophisticated integrated workflows that, let's be honest, eat up hours of our time right now.
A tireless digital assistant, essentially.
Exactly. Think of it that way.
Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're unpacking the sources we found detailing Perplexity Comet's foundational capabilities. The mission here is to really look under the hood. Understand not just that it works, but how this level of autonomy is actually possible.
Yeah. And we've pulled together about 7 use cases from the material that show some pretty massive productivity gains. We'll kick things off by defining the core tech that makes this autonomy real, something called agent chaining.
Agent chaining.
And then we'll dive into these high-leverage examples, the ones that turn like tedious 8-hour admin tasks into maybe 20 minutes of just waiting.
All right, let's get into it. This core innovation Comet, it feels like a really significant leap beyond just asking a question and getting an answer back.
It absolutely is.
The sources emphasize that these agents aren't stuck in a chat window. They actually operate out there in your real applications.
That's the crucial difference. And to do that, they need a whole suite of features for truly autonomous operation. And right at the top, agent chaining. That's the core engine, the real innovation here.
So agent chaining, if I were to explain it simply, it's like stacking specialized Lego blocks. You connect multiple agents, each good at one thing, in a sequence, like a digital assembly line.
That's a great analogy. One AI finds the resource, passes its output to the next one, which analyzes it. Maybe a third one formats the result.
Okay.
And it automates these complex multi-step workflows without needing a human to step in between stages. But for that to work, these agents need cross-platform access.
Right. You need to get into the apps.
Exactly. Secure integration with your actual ecosystem, Gmail, Slack, Notion, whatever you use. They operate inside those tools.
So that access is key. If agent chaining is the assembly line, how critical is that ability to securely get into, say, your email for these workflows to actually succeed?
Oh, it's absolutely fundamental. Accessing those apps transforms the AI from something that just gives you information to something that performs actions for you.
Access transforms the AI from search tool to digital worker. Got it.
Yeah, it's the difference between asking where the store is and asking the AI to, order your groceries from the store.
And the way they handle context seems pretty smart, too. The sources talk about this at Symbol Magic.
Ah, yeah, the @ symbol.
Using that, you can tell an agent to look at info from, like an open browser tab or a document you uploaded or even just a previous chat thread. It avoids all that copying and pasting.
Right, it makes the context so much richer, more immediate, makes the whole interaction feel more efficient, more human in a way. Plus, there's the power of scheduled automation. You build a workflow once, save it, and then just set it to run daily. Or weekly. Imagine waking up Monday morning to a full competitive analysis report just sitting in your inbox.
Set it and forget it, AI style.
Yeah.
That combination, the internal orchestration with agent chaining and the external access to apps, that really defines this new level of autonomy, doesn't it?
It really does.
Okay, let's make this concrete. Let's look at one of those time sinks, the email to link workflow. Manually, just trying to find a customer summary someone emailed you last week, buried in some link. That's a whole sequence of searching, clicking, reading, summarizing. Ugh.
Yeah, total cognitive load.
Right.
So Comet automates that whole chain, and it's complex, right? Find the right email, extract maybe a hidden URL, navigate to that page, actually analyze the content, then summarize it usefully. 5 distinct steps, minimum.
But the user prompt is super simple. Just one high-level instruction, something like, find Jane Doe's email about the customer draft and summarize the demographics in the link she sent.
Exactly. Behind the scenes, Comet's orchestrating maybe 5 or more specialized agents. Email agent, link extractor, navigator, analyzer, summarizer, all in sequence. The user, completely hands-off after the prompt.
So, okay, it's faster. But beyond speed, what's the biggest functional difference between me manually digging through emails versus an autonomous agent doing the whole sequence?
Well, when you do it manually, you get interrupted, right? Click a link, see another email, suddenly you're down a rabbit hole.
It happens all the time.
The agent It offers hands-off execution and guaranteed accuracy across that whole multi-step process. No distractions, fewer errors.
The values in that reliable, hands-off execution. Makes sense.
Okay, so to manage all this digital workforce,
Yeah.
you need a control panel, right?
Yeah, the command center. The sources detail the interface. You've got the main chat window, an assistant panel, like a co-pilot, and a shortcuts panel.
And for me, the most interesting part, maybe the most important for building trust, is the preview window.
Ah, what's that?
It gives you this real-time, transparent view of what the agent is actually doing. You see it navigating websites, clicking buttons, interacting with apps for you. You can literally watch it work.
Okay, that transparency feels critical, especially if you're trusting it with, sensitive stuff.
Exactly. Which brings us to custom shortcuts. Think of these as personalized, reusable agents you build yourself. You tailor them for specific recurring tasks you do all the time.
So you define the name, the instructions, which AI model it uses, and importantly, the sources it can access, like only my Gmail and Notion, or only public web search.
Precisely. That control over sources is key.
It's funny, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes, especially if I'm relying on older contexts I save somewhere to generate replies. That feels like a potential risk here, if it's accessing deep personal data.
That's a really valid point, and it's a key consideration. The sources actually mention a bonus use case autofilling forms, like for podcast guests.
You're right.
The agent can fill out a complex form in under 2 minutes. Huge time saver.
Yeah.
But, and this is crucial, the material explicitly says you must review the agent's output.
Ah.
Because it might pull slightly outdated info, maybe an old bio from an email somewhere. Speed is great, but accuracy needs that human check.
Okay, so given that context can shift slightly, how do these customizable shortcuts maintain consistency for those critical recurring tasks?
Well, the shortcuts lock in the instructions. They ensure recurring tasks get performed the exact same way every time. You don't have to retype complex commands and risk variations.
Shortcuts ensure consistency by standardizing the instructions. Got it, sponsor. All right, let's shift gears a bit. From saving minutes to saving hours. We're getting into more strategic automation now. Let's take the YouTube channel performance analysis. Use case 2, that sounds like a beast.
Oh, it is. If you're a content creator or an analyst, manually going through, say, 64 videos, categorizing topics, checking view counts, watch time, trying to spot trends, that's easily 6 to 9 hours of really focused work. A necessary but, yeah, brutal admin deep dive.
Okay, so how does the agent handle it?
Single prompt. The agent, or rather a chain of agents, scans all the channel data, categorizes everything, identifies the top performers, the underperformers, and then, here's the really strategic bit, it recommends 5 new trending topics to cover, based on market data analysis.
Whoa.
The ROI is just staggering. The user's time drops to maybe 15, 20 minutes, and most of that is just passive waiting while the report gets compiled. Short pause. Seriously, imagine scaling that across dozens of competitor channels.
Wow, saving 6 to 9 hours in 20 minutes.
An analyst could spend those saved hours actually creating or strategizing based on the insights, not just digging for them. That's the real strategic shift.
It totally elevates the human role. Okay, another powerful one. The news concierge agent. Use case 3. Automating research for something niche, like AI and personal finance news.
Yeah, manually curating really relevant, high-quality stuff for a specific audience. That takes hours every single week. So in this use case, the prompt is super precise. It clearly defines the AI's role. You are a world-class research assistant. And crucially, it uses that symbol again. It links to a previous article the user liked, setting a clear benchmark for tone, for quality.
So you're not just telling it what to find, but how to judge quality and what kind of analytical lens to use.
Exactly. And specifying the output format like title 3-5-line summary, source link, means the output is instantly usable for the newsletter.
And once you save that as a scheduled task,
yeah,
say every Friday morning,
the active work for the creator drops to 0 minutes per week. But that level of precision, it hinges on getting the prompt right. How important is that clear role definition, world-class research assistant for making these complex research agents really nail it?
Oh, role definition is absolutely essential. It guides the AI to apply the right expertise, the right analytical lens. It ensures the output aligns with the strategic goal, not just some generic search result. Okay, final segment. Let's look at the most sophisticated stuff analysis that goes beyond research and delivers reports right into team tools. Use case 4, the LinkedIn content researcher to Slack report. Sounds like great competitive intel.
Totally. The goal is clear. Analyze 5 specific competitor LinkedIn accounts.
Yeah.
Find the top 10 most engaged posts from the last week. Compile it and deliver it automatically to a specific Slack channel.
So it's orchestrating LinkedIn scraping, then some pretty smart analysis, report building, and finally, secure Slack delivery.
Right. And it cuts down what could be a 2 to 3 hour manual reporting task to maybe 15, 20 minutes of just waiting.
Yeah.
Frees up analysts for the important part, interpreting the strategy.
Amazing. And even more advanced seems to be the Partnerships Manager agent. Use case 6. This scans Gmail for partnership emails.
Yeah, scans Gmail, pulls out key details, sender, company, maybe the tool URL, and adds it all neatly into a Notion database.
Okay, that's useful organization. But the sources say the real value is something more.
Yes, the prompt actually instructs the agent to provide strategic recommendations. Right there in the Notion, though, it's like, based on its understanding of your business goals, is this partnership actually worth pursuing or not?
So it acts like an AI gatekeeper, pre-analyzing, organizing, even scoring requests.
Yeah, exactly. But when you get into strategic conclusions like that, recommending for or against a partnership, the source material strongly advises critical review. So what does trust but verify really mean in that specific context? When the AI is doing strategic scoring,
Right. It means you always have to review the AI's reasoning, look at the data it used, check its conclusions before you make a big business decision off the back of it. You're confirming it aligns with human strategy, not just blindly accepting its score.
makes sense. And finally, they briefly mentioned use case 7, which felt almost meta, using the Comet assistant to help you build complex workflows inside another tool like OpenAI's Agent Builder.
Yeah, AI helping build AI structures, bridging that complexity gap for advanced users almost instantly.
It shows the system operating at this really high level, right? Not just doing your admin, but helping you craft the next wave of automation tools yourself. Pretty cool.
So wrapping this up, what we've really seen today feels like the undeniable start of the autonomous agent era. AI isn't just a passive assistant anymore. It's becoming an active, independent workforce, handling entire complex workflows across all our professional tools.
Yeah, the ROI is just, it's undeniable. Across all these examples, these multi-step, deeply integrated workflows, they conservatively save professionals 10, maybe 15 hours a week. And the advantages boil down to 3 things: true autonomy, deep integration with the tools we already use, and effortless scheduled automation. So here's a thought to leave you with. If you can now automate all that routine analysis, all that recurring reporting, what's the highest value strategic task you could dedicate those extra 10 or 15 hours to this week? That's the new potential this tech unlocks.
Definitely something to think about. Consider those complex multi-step tasks that just bog down your schedule right now. Think about how you might break them down into a chain of agent workflows and really focus on defining clear output formats, whether that's a table, a structured Slack message, a pre-scored Notion entry. That seems to be the key to getting immediate value from these new autonomous systems.